Happy Friday, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talking Live weekend forecast update here on your November the 14th, 2025. Well, things looking absolutely gorgeous across East Tennessee, North Georgia here on your Friday as we wrap up the work week, and the weekend ahead is looking pretty good. And we're going to continue with unseasonably warm weather here. It's going to continue into next week. Now, before we break down the entire forecast in your 7-day, if you're new here to the channel, here on the Talking Live broadcast channel, make sure you give us a like and follow here on Facebook. And if you're watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look there in Chattanooga, looking at a gorgeous day ahead with a lot of sunshine, and that's going to be pretty much a carbon copy repeat going through the weekend. And we are going to see a front move through going into early next week, but not going to bring any precipitation with it. We'll knock down the overnight lows a little bit on a day. You're going to see kind of a little bit of fluctuation with those overnight lows, but that's about it, really. Overall, it's going to continue to stay above normal. Looking there at Lake Chattooga as well, a delightful day. Just a few cirrus clouds out there looking pretty nice. Looking at a pretty calm lake there here for this afternoon. All right, let's look at our current radar. All clear. It should remain that way through the weekend. So if you have any outdoor plans, I think family and I are heading up to North Georgia, up to the mountains for this upcoming week. Vogel State Park, I think, is calling us. They're going to go up there looking for some pretty good weather overall. And looking at the satellite picture here for today, again, looking very good. We had those high cirrus clouds around yesterday. Today, not so much. Looking at a lot of sunshine across our area. All right, looking at our regional perspective. Again, look at all the blues there. A lot of high pressure here settling it across the southeast. That's going to set up for some delightful weather here through the entire weekend. And it looks like we're going to be holding off that rain threat probably not until we get toward the end of next week, the way things are currently tracking. We were tracking like Thursday. Now it looks like it's going to be more toward Friday as we go through the model data. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Again, we're looking pretty quiet here through the weekend. We do have a frontal system that are passing just to our north, and there's some limited rain chance like on Tuesday, but it looks like that stays to the north here on the European model here. See how close that gets there going into Tuesday. So maybe an isolated shower going into Tuesday, and then as we go later in the week, Wednesday's looking pretty dry. We get a little bit of easterly wind trying to come in here on Thursday. A little backdoor wedge may try to sneak in there. Looks like the rain coming in toward Friday morning is the best chance for rain. Maybe a rumble thunder with this too as this passes on through going on to Friday. And that should be about it. That's really the only significant rain chance we have over the next 10 days. So the dry weather here, for the most part, will continue. We're definitely more into a typical La Nina weather pattern here right now. All right, so look at your forecast maps. Let's go through this again. Kind of watch as I go through these. Watch a little timestamp there as we go through the maps here from our friends from the National Weather Service here. As we're looking pretty good going into Saturday. There's that big old blue high there, anchored here across the southeast, looking pretty good here indeed with above normal temperatures that'll continue straight through the weekend. Staying dry. It looks like Monday, again, they got that weak disturbance off toward the north that may bring in that shower threat on Tuesday. So we got a little low rain chance there on Tuesday there, possibility. And then Wednesday, not looking bad. Thursday, not looking bad. Friday, I think, is when the main rain threat comes on into our area. So we'll watch that come on through and then hopefully clear out for the following weekend if everything holds out as currently projected. All right. Look at our forecast, though, for tomorrow, Saturday. What a gorgeous day. 30-degree temperature swing. Light jacket in the morning. It's off by the afternoon. Short sleeve afternoon. 75 and 45. Looking pretty good. Looking at your morning lows out there. Going to be a little bit milder than it has been a previous morning. Notice we don't have any 30s on that map for a change as temperatures are warming up. Winds near calm. Winds will come up a little bit tomorrow. A little more southwesterly, 10 to 20. And temperatures here warming up into the 70s for most locations. A few 60s over in the mountains, but looking pretty good. Regionally looking like this, 77 in Nashville, 76 in Memphis, 75 in Mobile, 77 in Columbus, and 73 with a few clouds over into Charlotte. And our next 7 days shaping up like this. Again, notice that overnight low temperature going to Sunday, getting into the upper 50s. We've got a frontal system that's going to come through. Notice Monday, the temperatures go back down to 67, 44. And then we'll watch that rain chance, that weak disturbance on Tuesday. And limited rain chances for Wednesday and Thursday. Right now, I got the best rain chance on Friday with the frontal system. If you thunderstorm is a possibility, and we're going to go with 71, 60 on that. But overall, the trend is for above normal temperatures here over the next week. And it looks like that trend may continue straight into Thanksgiving week. I'm looking at the long-range projections. I know folks are starting to ask me, hey, what's the weather going to be like for Thanksgiving? And right now, looks like it's going to be above normal temperatures in the east. But we still got 13 more days, and we'll see how that tracks through next week. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. If you're on Facebook, give us a like and follow. And over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. You guys have a great, safe weekend. Bye-bye.